Hello students, here we are again to discuss IELTS Writing Task 2. Like what we discussed last time, it was the introductory of argumentative essay, and it was pretty sure about how to use the introductions, the body paragraphs and conclusions. Now in this video, we only focus on the IELTS Writing Task 2. It is explanations of different types of academic tasks in IELTS essay. There are two possible types of IELTS Academic Task 2 writing tasks, opinion tasks and idea tasks. Let's explain the difference because this is very important for the test takers. Firstly, there are opinion tasks, which ask for your opinion on the topic, such as whether you think something is good or bad. These opinion tasks take two forms. Some of these are opinions in the forms of discussion tasks, which typically say some people think that X is a good thing while other people disagree. Discuss both sides and give your own view. Remember that the exact words used could be different. For example, it might say, consider both aspects or similar, but the concept will be the same. In this opinion of discussion task, you should write about each side of the discussion. And finally, give your opinion at the end of the essay. The other type of opinion task is the opinion of personal viewpoint. These tasks typically say X is a good thing. To what extent do you agree with this statement? Again, the exact words will often vary. For example, it might say, many people support the suggestions of X. How far do you support this proposal? But the concept will be the same. In this opinion of personal viewpoint task, you should state your personal viewpoint at the beginning of the essay and then explain to why you have this opinion. The second type of tasks are ideas tasks, which asks you to think of some ideas on the topic, such as the reasons for a problem or some ways to solve it, or to evaluate a situation. In these ideas tasks, you will get high marks for thinking of a number of ideas on a topic, but you will get lower marks if you give a strong personal opinion. The common ideas tasks are ideas of problem and solution, cause and effect, assessment, or evaluations. This is the example. In some countries, young people have little leisure time and are under a lot of pressure to work hard in their studies. What do you think are the causes of this? What solutions can you suggest? In the exam, you should analyze the task carefully before you start writing. To make sure you understand which type you need to write, ask yourself, is it an opinion or an idea task? Is it asking me to give my personal view, or is it asking me to think of some ideas on a topic? Which type of opinion or ideas task is it? Then you should spend a few minutes planning your essay with some simple notes. The next we move to the scoring system for the band. What students need to know about each task band is: the task 1 is worth 1/3 and task 2 is worth 2/3. So, if task 1 is 6 but task 2 is a 5 or band 5, overall is 5.5. How come? Because 6 times 0.333 plus 5 times 0.667 equals to 1.998 plus 3.335 is 5.333, or if you have task 1 is 5 or meaning is band 5, and task 2 is band 7, so overall is 6.5. And you are asking why? Because in task 1 is equal to 5 times 0.333 plus 7 times 0.667. So 1 plus 665 plus 4.669 is equal to 6.334. Round it up to 6.5. So the point is task 2 is always 2 and third or 2/3 of the whole band. The next one we discuss about the steps that you can follow to deal with the IELTS writing task 2. Number 1 is understanding the questions. You must understand the questions before you attempt to answer it. This way, you know exactly what the examiner is looking for. One of the biggest mistakes students make is not answering the question fully, which stops them from getting a score higher than expectations. To analyze the questions, you must first identify the question type, then identify the keywords in the questions, and finally identify the instructions words. This will help you understand exactly what the examiners want you to do with the questions. Number 2 is plan your answer. The students who get the higher marks in writing task 2 always plan their answers for up to 10 minutes. Planning helps you organize your ideas and structure your essay before you write it, saving your time and helping you produce a clear and coherent essay. Number 3 is introductions. Write an introduction. The introduction should tell the examiner what the rest of the essay is about and also answer the questions directly. This tells the examiner that you know what you are doing straight away and helps you write your main body paragraphs. Number 4 is main body. Write the body paragraphs. This is where you give the examiner more details. You do this by stating your main points and supporting this with explanations and relevant examples. And the last one, it is writing a conclusion. In your conclusion, you should provide a summary of what you already said in the rest of your essay. Okay. Let's do a questions from the IELTS test paper to help us understand the task. Knowing the structure of the paper task is quite relevant and important for the students, because many students fail to do well in this type of questions because they do not know and do not have clear opinion and do not use any appropriate structure. The best structure you can use for this type of essay is paragraph 1 or introductions. The sentence 1, you paraphrase the questions. Sentence 2, you write the thesis statement. Sentence 3, you outline the statement. And you move to the paragraph 2, this is body 1, you write down the topic sentence, it's going to be the first sentence. Explain topic sentence, it's going to be the second or the third sentence. And example, the third or the fourth sentence, or in 4 sentences, right? The next one is paragraph 3, it's body 2. It's almost the same as what you're doing in the paragraph 2 body 1. Paragraph 3 or body 2, sentence 1 topic sentence, sentence 2 or sentence 3 explain topic sentence, and sentence 3 or sentence 4 you give the examples. And the last one, you write down the conclusions. Or this is the summary of your own opinion. Keep in your mind that this structure has been approved by IELTS examiners as one that will allow you to write a clear and cohesive essay. This structure will allow you to focus on generating your ideas and then writing an effective essay. Okay? Next, deciding opinion. The next part is how you decide your opinion. In this essay writing, there is examples that we will analyze. Look at now this. In some countries, an increasing number of people are suffering from health problems as a result of eating too much fast food. It is therefore necessary for government to impose a higher tax on this kind of food. To what extent do you agree or disagree? With this type of essay, we have two choices. What is that? We agree or we disagree. But before that, we need to know it is opinion or it is idea. Because you agree or disagree, absolutely it is opinion, your own personal opinion. Some teachers advise you to partly agree or disagree. However, if I were your teacher, I would not recommend this because it often leads to an essay with no clear focus and confusing structure for the test taker. Therefore, for this agree or disagree essay, you can either say, this essay agrees that government should tax fast food, or this essay disagrees that governments should tax fast food. I think I will have more ideas for these first choices, so I am choosing that one. Always choose the one that you feel comfortable writing about, even if you don't personally feel that way. You can make it that one the ideas for why government should tax fast food. This is your choice. Could be cigarettes and alcohol are taxed in the same way. Or the money raised could be used to treat people with health problems. Fast food companies should be punished for selling unhealthy food to people. Making the food more expensive would stop people eating it. The money raised could be used to educate people about healthy eating. So either way will help you. But you can choose one or two or three or all of them. It depends on you and how you can create them. We don't need to use all of these. Just two for our supporting paragraphs. And I'm going to pick the first and the fourth. First and the fourth. Because I know little about these two and feel confident about writing that. I can expand on them with explanations and examples. Remember, the examiner wants you to fully support your arguments, not just a list of a lot of ideas without supporting arguments. Now we have two supporting ideas. We can move to our introductions. Here is the introductions. Paraphrase the questions. As previously stated, we will use the following structure. What is that? The paragraph 1 is introductions, and sentence 1 is paraphrase the questions, and sentence 2 is the thesis statement, and sentence 3 is the outline statement. In order to paraphrase the questions, we simply restate it with a different meaning using synonyms. I will also reorder the questions. Here is the questions again. In some countries, an increasing number of people are suffering from health problems as a result of eating too much fast food. It is therefore necessary for governments to impose a higher tax on this kind of food. It is paraphrased into, it is argued that government should charge a tariff on junk food because the number of health risks associated with consuming this kind of food is on the rise. This is the first sentence. Right? This is the first sentence. It's going to be the first sentence. Now it is to write the thesis statement. What is the thesis statement? You say you agree, right? So you say that one. This is the opinion. Okay? The opinion in one sentence. This essay will agree with the above statement and will therefore look like this. This essay agrees that a higher rate of tax should be paid by fast food companies. It is time now to write the third and the final sentence, which is the outline sentence. This sentence outlines what the text about in the main body paragraphs. So this is the questions, you paraphrase it. And this is the thesis statement, you stand on the questions. And this is going what you will explain in the body paragraph. So it is clear. Firstly, alcohol and tobacco companies already pay higher taxes, and secondly, higher taxes could raise prices and lower consumptions. So the two things are going to be found in the body paragraphs. The full introductions will look like this. It is argued that government should charge a tariff on junk food because the number of health risks associated with consuming this kind of food is on the rise. This essay agrees that a higher rate of tax should be paid by fast food companies for two reasons. Firstly, alcohol and tobacco companies already pay higher taxes, and secondly, higher taxes could raise prices and lower consumption. Now it is time to write our supporting paragraphs for our agree or disagree essay. The body paragraph 1, this is the body paragraph 1, it includes one topic sentence, explanation, and example. See, 1 to 3. Topic sentence, explanations, and example. A topic sentence tells the examiner what the rest of the paragraph is about. This is about what you were going to discuss in the body paragraph. In other words, it is a summary of your first idea. It should look like this one. Higher tax on alcohol drinks and cigarettes has proven to be successful at shortening the harm caused by these substances. We now need to expand on this point a little. You expand it. It is not just hanging case without supporting sentence. A good way of doing this is to assume that the examiner has no knowledge of this subject, and you have to explain clearly what you mean. Here is what this looks like. This revenue has been used to treat health problems associated with these products and has proven useful in advertising programs and warning people about the dangers of alcohol and tobacco abuse. Tax from fast food could be used in the same way. We should now think of one example to support our point, because this is the topic sentence, this is what you stand for. You expand it, now you support with example. Think about any recent news stories. Think about any studies. If you can think one of them, make up one. The examiner won't check it if it is real or not real. So this example to support, like Indonesia is a prime example where money from smokers is used in medical and infrastructure programs, while at the same time donating the health campaigns in society to warn children about the dangers of smoking. So, done, right? The full paragraph will be like this. One topic sentence, you expand it, an example. Done. It's not quite difficult for you to do. Higher taxes on alcohol drinks and cigarettes has proven to be successful at shortening the harm caused by these substances. This revenue has been used to treat health problems associated with these products and has proven useful in advertising programs, in warning people about the dangers of alcohol and tobacco abuse. Tax from fast food could be used in the same way. Indonesia is a prime example where money from smokers is used in medical and infrastructure programs, while at the same time donating the health campaigns in society to warn children about the dangers of smoking. Okay, now we move to the body paragraph 2. We now repeat the same formula with our second supporting point. Higher taxes will increase prices and reduce consumptions. Like what we did in the body paragraph 1, there is a topic sentence, right? Increasing taxes would raise prices and lower consumptions. And move to the explaining the topic sentence, you support it, right? The fast food companies would pass on these taxes to consumers in the form of higher prices, and this would lead to people not being able to afford junk food because it's too expensive. Junk food would soon become a luxury item, and it would only be consumed occasionally, which would be less harmful to the general public. So it's kind of a cause and effect, right? It is not a hanging case, but there is explanations of the topic sentence. You support it, it's quite good. And after that, it's not only that, Remember, there's always for instance here. You support the point of the topic sentence. This is the point of the topic sentence by giving examples. For instance, the cost of organic food has proven too expensive for most people, and that is why only a small percentage of the population buy it regularly, because it is what? Cause and effect. But now the cost of organic has proven too expensive for most people, and that's why only a small percentage of populations buy it regular. It could be like this if it is just coherent and cohesive explanations. We move now to the conclusions. The conclusions for agree or disagree essay. The first one could be the summary of the main points, and sentence 2 is your opinion. It could be like by restating your thesis statement and your main supporting points. Remember, there is no new points or no new ideas in the conclusion. Right? Here, there's no new idea. Stop it if you want to write it. You only need in conclusions here is junk food should be taxed at a higher rate. So what is it? You restate the thesis statement because you agree, right? Junk food should be taxed at a higher rate because of good precedents set by alcohol and tobacco. And tobacco and alcohol here is a good precedent. This is your main supporting points. The main supporting points is proven by the fact that the increased cost should reduce the amount of fast food people buy. It's done. Paragraph 2 and conclusions. Alright students, I know this short explanations is far from being perfect, right? You only need to keep on practicing, and there's no results if you just read and listen. The only way to make it good for you and to have high band in IELTS is practice. It's all about these presentations. Thank you, and you can ask your English teachers for further tasks in the Google form or any kinds of assignments. See you. Bye.